Simplicity and Humility of Hazrat Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Unit 1, Class 10, English. Humility and simplicity were ingrained traits of Hazrat Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam's personality. He never made people feel small, unwanted, embarrassed. He urged his followers to live decently and kindly. Humility, halimi, simplicity, sadgi, ingrained traits, pukhta aadat ya khasiyat. Personality, shakhsiyat, unwanted, ghair matloob, embarrassed, sharminda ya pareshan karna. He urged his followers to live decently and kindly. Urged, takeed karna. Followers, pairokar. Decently, shaista, kindly, mehrbani ke saath. He would sit wherever he was, wherever there was a place available in an assembly, and never sought a prominent or elevated place. Available, muhayya hona ya mil jana, assembly, majlis. Prominent, numaya, elevated, buland. He never wore anything that could distinguish him from his companions. Distinguish, mumtaz karna. Companions, sathi. He would meet the affluent and the impoverished alike and never made distinctions on the basis of caste, creed, and color. Affluent, maldar, impoverished, ghareeb. Caste, rutba, mashra, creed, aqeeda, and color, rang. People who did not know him could not tell him apart from the rest of his comrades. Abu Umama bin Talaba reported, the companions of the Rasul Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam of Allah mentioned the life of the world before him. Mentioned bayan karna. He said, do not hear. Do you not hear? Do you not hear? Simplicity in life is part of faith. Simplicity is part of faith. In lifestyle, diet, and manner, he was simple and humble. Sahal ibn Sa'd, one of Muhammad's companions, said, the Rasul Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam of Allah did not see bread made from fine flour from the time Allah has sent as a Rasul until he died. Similarly, Aisha Raziyallahu Ta'ala Anha said, the mattress of Rasul Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam on which he slept was made of leather stuffed with fibers of date trees. Stuffed bhara hua. Fibers reshe. Amr ibn al-Haris, one of Hazrat Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam's companions, said that when the Rasul Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam died, he left neither money nor anything else except his white riding mule, his arms, and piece of land which he left to charity. Charity, khairat. Hazrat Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam lived in this hard life till he died. Although the Muslims' treasure was at his disposal. Disposal, sapurdagi, treasure, khazana. The greater part of the Arabian Peninsula was Muslim. Arabian Peninsula, Arab Jazira Numa. And the Muslims were victorious. after 18 years of his mission. Despite his responsibilities as Nabi, a teacher, a statesman and a judge. Responsibilities, जिम्मेदारियां, teacher, ustad, statesman, मुदब्बिर, सियासतदान, judge, munsif. Hazrat Muhammad lived this hard life till he died, although the Muslim treasury was at his disposal. The greater part of the Arabian Peninsula was Muslim, and the Muslims were victorious after 18 years of his mission. Despite his responsibilities as a Nabi, a teacher, a statesman and a judge, Hazrat Muhammad used to milk his goat, mend his clothes, repair his shoes and help with the household work. He used to visit ailing persons, ailing alil, and exhorted all Muslims to do likewise. Exhorted, takeed karna. He also helped his companions in digging trench by moving sand with them. Trench, khandak. Whenever he visited a person, he would first greet him and then take his permission to enter the house. He advised the people to follow this etiquette and not to get annoyed if anyone declined to give permission. For it was quite likely the person concerned was busy, otherwise he did not mean any disrespect. Disrespect, बेइज्जती. Hazrat Muhammad was always the first to greet another and would not withdraw his hand from a handshake till the other man withdrew his. If one wanted to say something in his ears, he would not turn away till one had finished. Anas, one of Hazrat Muhammad's companion, said that there was no person whom they loved more than the Nabi Hazrat Muhammad Yet when he came to them, they did not stand up for him because he hated their standing up for them. He would himself, however, stand up when any dignitary came to him. Dignitary, shakhsiyat, Muazzaz shakhsiyat. He had stood up to receive the wet nurse who had reared him in infancy and would spread his own sheet for her. Reared, parvarish dena, infancy, sheer khari. His foster sister was given similar treatment. Foster sister, Razai Behan. Similarly, Hazrat Aisha radhiyallahu ta'ala anha had narrated, I have never encountered anyone that had emulated the Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam in manners, likeness and speech more than Fatima radhiyallahu ta'ala anha. When she came in to visit him, the Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he got up to welcome her, took her by the hand, kissed her and made her sit where he was sitting, And when he sallallahu alaihi wasallam went in to visit her, she got up to welcome him, took him by the hand, kissed him, and made him sit where she was sitting. He avoided sitting at prominent places in a gathering. Avoided gurez karna. Prominent numaya. So much so that people coming in had difficulty in spotting him and had to ask who the Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam was. Once, Hazrat Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was traveling with his companions, and when it was a time to have the food prepared, he asked them to slaughter a sheep. Slaughter, zibah karna. A man said that I will slaughter it. Another one said, I will skin it out. A third one said, I will cook it. So the Rasul of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, I will collect wood for fire. They said, no, we will suffice you that work. I know that you can do it for me, but I hate to be privileged. Privileged, muqaddim hona. Allah hates to see a slave of his privileged to others. So he went and collected firewood. Our beloved Rasul, Hazrat Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, was endowed with impeccable qualities from which we can learn a lot to improve our lifestyle. Endowed, atiya karna, ata ki gayi. Impeccable, kamil, bedagh. Humbleness and simplicity were some of his many qualities. By adopting the sunnah of simplicity and humility, we can eradicate the social evils like ostentation, haughtiness, arrogance, and pride. Social evils, samaji buraiyan, eradicate, tabah karna. Ostentation, khudnumai. Haughtiness, ghamand, takabbur. Arrogance, gharoor, and pride, fakhar. Regrettably, we squander our hard-earned resources on unwanted luxury items. Regrettably, Qabil Muzammat, squander, fazul kharchi, lutana, resources, zarai, wasail, unwanted, bematloob, luxurious, purtakallaf, simply to gratify our sense of pride and superiority. Gratify, taskeen. Sense of pride, gharoor ki hiss. Superiority, bartari. If we make simplicity and humility a part of our personality, our social behavior will be considerate and genuine. Considerate, danishmandana, genuine, khalis. Our happiness will be unadulterated, and we will not recoil our heads in pride, but bow them in humility and affection. Unadulterated, bila milawat, khalis. Recoil, tab jana. Humility, halimi, shafqat, affection. Now we are going to discuss the question answers of this lesson. What is simplicity and humility? Simplicity and humility simplicity means being simple, and humility being humble. These are those two qualities which a person must have. Simplicity can save us from many social evils. If we are simple, we don't have to think of all that pump and show that we have in our lives, because we will have a simple life, a simple food, a simple dress, a simple means of communication. And humility, if we are being humble, what if we talk to everyone in a humble way, with humbleness, and every person will be soft to us. The harsh words, our behavior, our way of talking, it's all very harsh. The teaching of the Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam are not that we should be harsh and we should be very rough in our social life. Question 2. Describe in few sentences the lifestyle of Hazrat Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam in the light of text that you have read. It's very simple. In the whole text, the whole lesson that we just prepared, we just did, it is all about the simple life of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. In the whole lesson, we do not see anywhere that the Prophet ﷺ wanted any special kind of treatment. No. He was very simple. His life was very simple. In the text, in many places, you can see that it is written that he used to greet every person first to whom he met. He used to greet every single person first, whether it is a kid or an elderly person or anyone. And then he never tried to sought any prominent or elevated place in a gathering. Wherever he could find the place, he used to sit over there. And Hazrat Abu Umama bin Talaba also says that the companions of the Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam mentioned his lifestyle, the lifestyle of the world, the life of the world. And the Prophet ﷺ said that, do you not hear, twice he said that, do you not hear that the simplicity in life is a part of faith. Simplicity is the part of faith. And Hazrat Aisha radhiyallahu ta'ala anha, she reports that the mattress of Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam was a leathered mattress which was filled with date trees fibers. So that there are so many examples about the simplicity of the Prophet ﷺ, that how simple lifestyle he had. Like, he was a prophet, he was a statesman, he was a judge, and the treasury of the Muslim state was with him. But his own life was so simple, so humble, down to earth, that nobody can match that life. Nobody can match that life. And the people of this era, the people of this time, they just cannot imagine that how simple and humble life the Prophet ﷺ spent. How can simplicity and humility do away with the culture of extravagance and waste? We can abolish all this, the culture of extravagance and waste, by having a simple life, by eating simple food, by having simple dress. Because all these things, everything that we have, it's because of our hard earnings. We earn these things. We have earned them. And if we waste these resources on unnecessary things which are not the part of our life, and even if we don't have those things, still we can live a very good life, so then we should be very simple. We have to be simple on this. Then we can do away, we can abolish all those unnecessary things that we have or that we go after it. So the simple and humble life can save us from all those social evils like ostentation, like haughtiness, arrogance, pride, superiority, all these things. Read the last paragraph of the lesson Simplicity and Humility of Hazrat Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam with comprehension, and write down the main idea and supporting details of the paragraph. The main idea and the supporting details about the last paragraph at page 4 is that our beloved Rasul Hazrat Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was endowed with the impeccable qualities which we can learn a lot to improve our lifestyle. Like the life of the Prophet ﷺ was full of all those impeccable qualities that if we adopt those qualities, if we follow those qualities, then there is no doubt that our life will be a very happy life, without any difficulties, without any problem, without anything that makes us in trouble. So, if we go on and live through the life of Hazrat Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, that simple and humble life, then our own life will be out of so many disasters, out of so many difficulties, and out of so many unnecessary things that we always go for. How did Hazrat Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam treat his foster sister? Hazrat Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, in the book, in the lesson, it was said, it is written that whenever the Wagner's who reared the Prophet ﷺ in infancy, whenever she used to come to visit the Prophet ﷺ, so the Prophet ﷺ used to get up And then he used to spread his own sheet for her. And the same treatment, the same way his foster sister was also treated, the same way. So the Prophet ﷺ treated his foster sister the same way as he treated his wet nurse. So both of them, they were treated the same. Like the Prophet ﷺ, he used to spread his own sheet for them to come and sit, and he used to give them a great respect. A great respect. Now choose the correct option, that is point B over here. The mattress on which Hazrat Muhammad ﷺ slept was made of leather, stuffed with fiber of date trees. This shows that he ﷺ led a simple life, option B. The word that is opposite in the meaning of affluent is dash, that is option D, poor. According to the text, Hazrat Muhammad ﷺ and Hazrat Fatima radhiyallahu ta'ala anha greet each other dash way, in the same way, option A. The word closest to the meaning in impoverished is dash, that is option A, without money. According to the text of the lesson, Hazrat Muhammad ﷺ used to milk his goat. This shows that humility was essential part of Rasul's ﷺ's character, option D. Now, grammar. Choose the correct option for each statement. Success is an example of abstract noun, option C. Sugar is an example of uncountable noun, option B. Honey is an example of uncountable noun, option B. Bravery is an example of abstract noun, option C. And table is an example of tables is an example of collective noun, option D. Identify the noun phrase in the following sentences. He wished to talk to his manager, so his manager. The wicked man loves getting poor people into trouble. So poor people is the noun phrase. Then the poor man wanted to pay back every penny he owed, so every penny. And then all the kids were sleeping, so all the kids. And then horses prefer living in dark stables, so dark stables. Complete each sentence with a properly formed noun clause. Jamil asked me, option A, where was his wallet? I could tell him where was I, option B. I don't know how many children he has, option A. And dash is not important. How close we are, option A. And then dash was sad. So what she said was sad, option B. With this, we come to the end of Unit 1, the simplicity and humility. I shall see you in the next lesson, the champions, when we start with that. Thank you very much.